Hello and welcome. I am Matt Taylor and this is my variety channel bringing you another cryptocurrency video. In today's video I want to talk about Ethereum and Bitcoin. I read an article recently on Forbes, I read it yesterday on Forbes, talking about Ethereum's potential to overtake Bitcoin. And there's been a lot of speculation about that happening over the years, that Ethereum would become bigger than Bitcoin. And so I want to talk about that in this video and talk about that from this article's perspective. And also I want to ask you, people who are watching this, what you think about that. Do you think that Ethereum has the potential or that it will overtake Bitcoin? Now, disclaimer, I do own both Ethereum and Bitcoin. This is not financial advice, but my personal feeling is you should own both of them in your portfolio. I personally am not a maximalist in any one crypto. In my portfolio, I have several cryptos that I invest in. I like to spread out the love, so to speak. But Ethereum is my biggest position. So naturally, I would like it to become bigger than Bitcoin because that means I would have made more money. But I also have Bitcoin, and of course, I want to have them both do well. And so I'm going to dive into this article and share it with you in case you haven't seen it on your end, and we'll read through it and discuss it a little bit. And make sure to drop comments down below and let me know your thoughts about Ethereum potentially overtaking Bitcoin, if you think it'll happen or not. Also give this video a thumbs up, it'll really help me out. So here is the title of this article: Crypto Price Prediction. Bitcoin could lose its crown to Ethereum by 2022, even after sudden surge towards 70,000. And this is article is by Billy Bambro. He's a senior editor for Forbes. And so this prediction is as early as 2022. So within this next year, this person, the topic of this article, thinks that Ethereum could overtake Bitcoin. That is crazy. That would be pretty fast in my mind. Like when I think about it, I think Ethereum has the potential, but I would have thought maybe 3 to 4 to 5 years kind of down the road. But things are happening fast in the crypto space. And when we go through this article, it looks very plausible that that could happen. So Bitcoin's price has suddenly rocketed higher this week, surging to fresh all-time high of around 68,000 per Bitcoin. And then after this article, it even went down a little bit and keeps going up and down right around that mark, which is cool. We still haven't touched that 70K mark that we want to see for Bitcoin. The Bitcoin price rally comes after Ethereum, the second largest cryptocurrency, soared to never before seen highs last week. The Ethereum price has added 35% over the last month compared to Bitcoin's 25% rise. Now, as traders and investors cheer the combined crypto market, topping $3 trillion for the first time, it has since dipped below that. One hedge fund manager has made the prediction Ethereum could overtake Bitcoin as the most valuable cryptocurrency as soon as 2022. I think I said CEO earlier. Yeah, it's a hedge fund manager, a big hedge fund manager. That's his prediction. I definitely think there's a really good chance for Ether to surpass Bitcoin. I wouldn't be surprised if it happened within the cycle. Rahul Raj, the co-head of Market Neutral at Block Tower Capital, told Insider. Very tough to predict when the cycle will end. My take is mid next year. The Ethereum price has leaped over the last year amid a surge of interest in blockchain-based decentralized finance, DeFi, and non-fungible tokens, NFTs, both largely built on top of Ethereum's network. That is the key here. Those are both built on Ethereum's network for the most part, not on Bitcoin's. And so as the article will go on to explain, the potential is much larger. There's a much larger potential market cap for Ethereum as opposed to Bitcoin. Many in the crypto space have previously predicted Ethereum could eventually overtake Bitcoin as the most valuable cryptocurrency. With DeFi, the idea that traditional financial services could be replaced by blockchain-based protocols and NFTs, using crypto technology to tokenize all manner of digital media and assets, helping to drive Ethereum adoption and in turn the price of its Ether tokens. But they got to figure out those gas fees. Those gas fees are horrendous and need to get those gas fees lower. Ethereum is trying to power the rails of all global finance in the future, and that is a much bigger market if it does succeed. Raj said. If it does succeed and if the thesis plays out, then the market value is going to capture trillions of dollars in global activity. And that's a much bigger market than what Bitcoin's going toward. So Ray goes on to explain, talks about Bitcoin being a store of value similar to gold. Ray is, however, still bullish on the Bitcoin price, echoing others who have said Bitcoin could replace gold as the world's de facto store of value and hedge against inflation. And right now we see inflation a very big topic, hot topic, especially here in the United States. I think the recent report had inflation at like 6.5%, the largest it has been like in 30 years. And so Bitcoin as a store of value could help hedge against that. Bitcoin is a store of value. It's digital gold, said Ray. And so its market cap at most is going to be somewhere around gold. Maybe larger because it has some properties that are better than gold. But that's roughly the benchmark you're going to use to cap its market size. And I think what Bitcoin's right around $1 trillion market cap right now. And then he talks about gold's market cap is 11.6 trillion. So if you use that as a gauge for market cap, Bitcoin still has a long way to go to get to that market cap, if it indeed gets to equal to gold's market cap. And so that's still a pretty good opportunity to invest. I am not a financial advisor, so take all this with a grain of salt. I'm just sharing what this article was, and I just found it really interesting. Just more people are coming out about Ethereum, saying that it could overtake Bitcoin. So if you are an investor, maybe take a look at Ethereum, but don't count Bitcoin out. I personally believe both are still solid investments. Like I say, the majority of my portfolio is in Ethereum and Bitcoin. Those two combined make up probably, I would say actually just a little bit than half of my whole portfolio. And then the rest is a bunch of other coins, DeFi coins and fun coins, meme coins, and things like that. Stuff that I bought a long time ago that I'm holding on to and hoping that they'll finally get back their value. But anyway, so there you go. Drop a comment down below and let me know what your thoughts are on Ethereum and if you think it can overtake Bitcoin. And once again, make sure to subscribe to my channel, click that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my new videos. Until next time, happy trading and investing, everyone. Take care.